Most people think BMW reliability is a myth. Dealers say avoid them. Reddit says avoid them. Your neighbor who owned a 2009 X5 says definitely avoid them. And for a lot of model years, they're all correct. BMW has made some genuinely catastrophic engineering decisions. Engines that destroyed themselves from the inside out, timing chains that let go without warning, electronics that turned routine ownership into a financial emergency. But here's what nobody talks about. There are 7 specific BMW model years where the engineers got it almost perfectly right, where the problems from the previous generation were quietly fixed, where the engine, the transmission, and the chassis all aligned into something worth holding on to forever. I'm going to give you all 7. I'll tell you exactly why each one made the cut. Not just because they're great to drive, but because these are the years BMW stopped building the problem and started building the fix. Let's go. Number 1. 2006 BMW E46 M3 S54 engine. The E46 M3 with the S54 inline-6 is one of the most celebrated BMW power plants in the company's history. 333 horsepower, no turbos, no boost, just a 3.2-liter engine that revs to 8,000 RPM and sounds like it belongs on a race circuit. But what makes 2006 specifically the year to own? This is the year BMW sorted everything that was wrong with the early E46 M3. The rod bearing concerns from early S54 production were addressed. The Vanos system had been through years of real-world refinement. The subframe, the structural weak point that cracked on high-mileage early cars, was reinforced on late production builds. In 2006 was the final model year for the E46 M3 in the US market, which means you're getting the most mature version of the best naturally aspirated M3 BMW ever built. This is the last M3 built before BMW started chasing turbos instead of feel. There is no replacement for what this car is. A well-maintained S54 runs past 200,000 miles. The formula is simple. Leaky moly 10W60 on schedule, rod bearing inspection every 60,000 miles, and a BMW-specific scanner to monitor Vanos before faults escalate. Manual transmission cars from this year are increasingly rare. Current market, $30,000 to $55,000 and climbing. Number 2. 2008 BMW E9335i N54 engine. The N54 has a brutal reputation. Failed injectors, high-pressure fuel pump failures, wastegate rattle. And if you owned a 2007 335i, you probably lived through all of it. But here's what most people get wrong about this engine. BMW was fixing the N54 in real time. And by 2008, most of the damage was done. The revised high-pressure fuel pump, the one that didn't destroy itself at 40,000 miles, was standard fitment on 2008 production cars. The injectors were on an updated design. The charge pipe routing was revised. BMW didn't announce any of this. They just quietly corrected the problems and kept building. The 2008 335i also sits at a sweet spot before the later cost-cutting that crept into the E90 generation. You get twin turbos, 300 horsepower stock, and an engine that responds to a tune better than almost anything else BMW has built. 50 to 70 additional horsepower on stock hardware with nothing but software. Maintain it properly. Leaky moly 5W30 long lift 3. Charge pipe inspection every 40,000 miles. A Foxwell NT530 for BMW-specific fault codes. And this engine will run well past 150,000 miles without drama. Market range, $12,000 to $18,000. Still accessible. Not for long. Number 3. 2013 BMW F3328i N20 engine. Before we go any further, the N20 timing chain tensioner failure is real. On 2011 and 2012 cars, it was a genuine crisis. BMW knew it. They issued a technical service bulletin, redesigned the tensioner, and pushed the updated component into production. By the 2013 model year, the updated tensioner was standard fitment from the factory. Most people have no idea. That single fact changes everything about owning a 2013 F3328i. The problematic component that defined the N20's reputation isn't in this car. What is in this car is a 240 horsepower turbocharged four-cylinder paired with the ZF8 HP automatic transmission. One of the best gearboxes ever fitted to a production vehicle. Full stop. The 2013 F30 also catches BMW's interior quality before the 2015 refresh introduced material cost cutting. The chassis is sorted, the ride quality is excellent, and the electronics are mature without being overcomplicated. Keep it on leaky moly 5W30 long lift 3 and service the cooling system every 4 years. This engine is reliable. It just needed one more year of production to become that way. Current pricing, $14,000 to $20,000 for clean examples. The entry point for a modern BMW that actually holds together. Number 4, 2016 BMW F10 M5 Competition S63TU engine. The F10 M5 with the competition package is one of the most undervalued performance cars of the last 20 years. 560 horsepower from a twin-turbo V8, 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds, for adults in genuine luxury. And nobody's talking about it, because the depreciation curve scared everyone off. But here's the thing about the 2016 specifically. BMW had 4 years to fix the S63, and they used all of them. The early S63, the 2012 and 2013 cars had rod bearing issues. BMW revised the bearings, updated the oil pump, improved turbocharger cooling, and introduced what they called the S63TU, Technical Update Engine. The 2016 M5 Competition also benefits from the mid-cycle refresh, updated MDCT transmission software, active engine mounts, and an infotainment revision that made iDrive actually usable on long drives. Maintenance discipline is everything on this engine. Leaky moly Mologen 10W60, oil changes every 5,000 miles, not the 10,000-mile intervals BMW's computer recommends, and ACTEK MXS 5.0 on the battery whenever the car sits more than 2 weeks. The electrical system draws parasitic load constantly. This is non-negotiable. A clean 2016 F10 M5 Competition with documented service history. $45,000 to $65,000. For 560 factory horsepower in a business sedan. That number is almost offensive. It will not stay there. Number 5, 2001 BMW E39 530 IM 54B30 engine. The E39 is the 5 Series that enthusiasts point to when they want to explain what BMW used to be. And among people who've owned and driven the full generational range, there's almost no argument. The E39 is the best 5 Series BMW has ever built. The 2001 530i is the sweet spot within the sweet spot. 3 full years of production refinements since the E39 launched in 1996 meant BMW had resolved the early cooling system concerns, sorted the sport package suspension geometry, and improved interior material quality on late production cars. The M54B30 engine underneath is 3.0 liters of naturally aspirated inline-6 engineering. No turbos to fail, no intercoolers to leak, no complicated boost management electronics. Vano's variable valve timing on a timing chain that will outlast the car with consistent oil changes. The E39 chassis itself is overbuilt compared to anything BMW makes today. Body rigidity that holds up over decades. Suspension geometry that maintains alignment longer than modern cars. Electronic systems simple enough that any competent independent shop can work on them without factory-level diagnostic equipment. Find a 2001 530i with a manual transmission, and you've found something genuinely rare. Clean automatic examples with documented history. $8,000 to $15,000. The window on affordable acquisitions is closing faster than most people realize. Number 6, 2019 BMW G2330 IB48 engine. Here's the controversy. The G2330i doesn't have the character of an E46 or the theater of an E60 M5. It doesn't make the shortlist in enthusiast forums. And that's exactly why it belongs here. This is the most reliable modern BMW you can actually daily drive, and most people are sleeping on it. The B48 turbocharged four-cylinder entered production in 2015. By 2019, it had 4 full years of running production corrections, revised valve timing calibration, improved cooling passages, updated high-pressure fuel injectors. BMW does not announce these changes. They just fix the problems and keep building. The 2019 G20 is what you get after 4 years of real-world refinement on a platform BMW intended to carry the brand for a decade. Pair that with the ZF8 HP gearbox, the same unit that's been in BMW's lineup since 2008, and has proven itself across millions of miles worldwide. And you have a genuinely long-term ownership proposition. iDrive 7 on the 2019 car is stable and intuitive. The G20 chassis has near-perfect 50-50 weight distribution and adaptive suspension that actually works. At 4 to 5 years old, the G2330i has cleared the steepest part of its depreciation. Clean examples with 40,000 to 60,000 miles, $30,000 to $38,000. In 5 more years, well-maintained low-mileage cars will command premiums. The enthusiast community will catch up eventually. Number 7. 2006 BMW E60 M5 S85 V10 engine. Let's be completely direct about what the S85 V10 is. It is a motorsport engine placed into a production sedan. 5.0 liters, naturally aspirated, 507 horsepower, an 8,250 RPM redline that sounds like nothing else wearing a BMW badge. BMW will never build anything like it again. The regulatory environment for naturally aspirated V10 performance cars in a production sedan body is gone, and it is not coming back. A neglected E60 M5 will bankrupt you. A properly sorted one is irreplaceable. The rod bearings need inspection and service every 60,000 miles. The throttle actuators, 10 of them, 1 per cylinder, will fail on cars that haven't had adaptation resets performed on schedule. The SMG3 hydraulic pump is a maintenance item, not a lifetime component. And the electronics demand ACT EK battery conditioner whenever the car sits, because the SMG system draws parasitic load even when parked. But here's what a maintained E60 M5 gives you in return. A driving experience that no current production car replicates. A sound at full throttle that stops conversations. An appreciation curve that is moving upward as clean examples become rarer each year. By the documented one. Skip the bargain. A properly maintained 2006 E60 M5 runs $25,000 to $45,000. This is the car you hold until the market catches up with what it actually is, and then you still don't sell it. 7 BMWs. 7 model years where everything aligned, where the known problem got fixed, where the chassis was sorted, where the engine was right. The 2006 E46 M3. The 2008 E93 35i. The 2013 F33 28i. The 2016 F10 M5 Competition. The 2001 E39 530i. The 2019 G23 30i, and the 2006 E60 M5, if you're committed to doing it right. Every one of these cars shares the same trait. BMW got it right on that specific year. Not before, not always after. That year. If you own one of these, you already know. Don't let anyone talk you out of it. If you're hunting for your next BMW, these are the years you target. Drop your model and year in the comments. I want to see what you're running. Subscribe if you're not already. I'll see you in the next one.